Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got this dude up again. All right, listen, fellas, y'all put this dude back in my inbox. And I was having a pretty good day until I saw, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sent me this joke. All right, I'm thinking we got some real work to do. All right, and y'all won't stop. All right, you know how I feel about this dude. You know what this dude done to me. All right, now I didn't listen to it because he ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off. And since I'd rather just be pissed off once than had to keep getting pissed off to listen to him then and had to listen to him now, he ain't talking about shit, sitting here looking like a ninja. Tunde the samurai. All right, he's sitting in the car in his dark. All right, probably got his hands in his pants, moving up and down at the old ladies. But anyway, fellas, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel because y'all know I be bringing it. Fair use, fellas. For y'all who don't know, this dude right here, he think he swindled me. He ain't swindled me. I sent him $25 long time ago. So I jacked the number up. He owed me 30. All right. He owed me 30 and the punk gonna give it up. All right. All right. So listen, let's take a walk with this joke and listen to him tell us something. Now, fellas, I'm gonna try with him. All right. I'm gonna try to keep it cool. I'm gonna try not to, you know what I'm saying, let this dude, get me in my feelings. But y'all know what he done to me. Y'all know what he done to me, so I can't make you no promises. But I'm going to try to let him make it and just focus on, you know what I'm saying, what he talking about.
Peace and black power. Peace and black power. Peace and black power, family. It's the Prince. It is the Prince of revolutionary Pan-African nationalism, intercontinental Tunde, notorious RBG, most requested black scholar on the planet Earth. The only one of my generation who's currently institution building without any financial assistance from outside of our community. Brothers and sisters, tomorrow at the FDMG Academy, we will be having a peaceful gathering of supporters, donors, investors. Last week, we received intelligence that the enemies of black boys are planning a protest December 2nd and December 4th. So in typical Garveyite fashion, we intend to meet them at the school tomorrow.
Now, you would just have to believe this. All right. He ain't got no proof of this. He ain't bring no proof of this. All right. It's a rally. All right. He about to hold the begging ceremony. Okay. The Prince of Panhandling. All right. That's all he is. All right. The boy's a goddamn joke. All right, all of this, he institution building with no help. You ain't built shit. They taking your school. All right, they taking it. All right, and it wasn't never a school. It was supposed to, they taking what was supposed to been a school that you had for years and it never turned into a school. It was just a begging ground for you, you punk. All right, listen, you send me back my goddamn money. All right, you hurry up. You hurry up.
From 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. If anybody would like to meet Dr. Umar, if anybody would like to talk to Dr. Umar, if anybody would like to address Dr. Umar, you'll be able to come to FDMG tomorrow and we can have a conversation. No enemies or detractors.
Listen, let me explain something to you, punk. You don't want to be giving me information like that. All right, I might be in the neighborhood. All right, because I ain't looking for this punk. All right, but if I run into him, he going to talk to me. He going to talk to me. All right, he ran this sucker shit. That's what he do. All right, this the play. All right, he's so predictable. All right, he make a cause that you, for real, you can't deny if it was real. All right, somebody attacking black boys, but ain't none of this shit going on. He made it up. All right, this is cause to get you there. To get you there and hold this begging ceremony because he a fraud. All right, he ain't in no fight. All right, he ain't in no revolution. All right, he all mouth. All right, that's all he ever been. That's all he gonna be.
Will be allowed on our campus. Remember, this is private property. Private property owned by the African race in trust to the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
Bro, you do know you can't make commitments with donations, right? You're not that stupid, man. And you're trying to convince us into believing you that stupid, where you thought you could make long-term commitments with donations. Bro, you're not that stupid. This was a scam. All right, you ain't no way you thought you could get that done. All right, man, you ain't no goddamn fool. All right, you got 6 degrees. You go get you another one, man. You go get you another one. Right now, you go.
Have warned, given notice that they will protest. They will march on FDMG. So me and the loyal faithful, not faithful to me, but faithful to the mission, will be there tomorrow to stand guard and protect your investment, my investment. The supporters will be there tomorrow to stand guard to protect your school and my school. Me and the loyal supporters will be there tomorrow to make sure nothing happens to the.
Let me explain something to you, bro. Ain't nothing gonna happen to that school. That's not a school. All right, that's not a school. Why would they be attacking that building? That building been attacked. All right, that building in ruins, man. You showed us that building, or maybe you think we ain't see it. All right, with pipes and wires sticking out every goddamn way. You just got more paint. All right, all that paint them folks gave you. All right, you using the shit out there. He used the shit out that paint, didn't he? It's sweltering in there. He's baking. He gotta keep painting because the heat bakes the paint off. You sit your ass down somewhere, boy. You find you something to do. Hurry up, punk.
Most sacred campus. That nothing happens to the Nat Turner Gymnasium. Nothing happens to the Frederick Douglass High School. Nothing happens to the Marcus Garvey High School. Nothing happens to the 4th building, which I'm.
Man, listen, bro. I know they turning over right now. You calling out their name, and they had high hopes for you, and you turned out to be a junkie. All right, you just turned out to be a junkie. Good for nothing. Boy, I tell you, what a waste. What a waste.
Still deciding what I want to use that for, because it can be used for so many things. So if you live in the area, or if you don't live in the area, whether you come by car, bus, train, flight, join us in Wilmington, Delaware, on the steps of FDMG for a day of camaraderie, a day of support, a day of fellowship, a day of.
Yeah, y'all gonna be sitting on the steps because you damn sure can't go in. Because you go in there, you're gonna bake. He gonna be baking E5 Day Nation. Y'all gonna look like him. All right, he look like a samurai sitting in the dark. All right, he look a little broken than normal, don't he? Boy, you a disgrace. All right, listen, I'm disgruntled. I'm upset. All right, listen, bro, you owe me something. You owe me something and you hand it over, punk. All right, you owe me 30. All right, I know I sent you 25, but that was a long ass time ago. You send me 30 and don't you put your penny less. You put your penny less, I'm gonna act like you ain't send me shit, boy. All right, and whenever I see you, I'm going in that dashiki, that ninja suit. I don't give a goddamn what it is. All right, 30 of it coming up off your ass. All right, you can trust that.
Of unity, bring your red, black, and green flags. Bring your African drums. Bring your sage and your incense. We want to baptize the
What was you thinking, man? Huh? You think you run this shit on me? You say this shit for the queens. All right. You don't come playing with a guy like me. All right. With this shit talking about the black boys. You ain't did a goddamn thing for the black boys. You don't care nothing about the black boys. What the hell you mean? Tell me what you did for the black boys, my brother. All right. If you think going Donkey Kong and their mama's doing something for them, bro, you sadly mistaken. All right, listen, you these guys you be talking about. Let me explain something to you, bro. You Ray Ray. All right, and you still Ray Ray. Man, at your age and you Ray Ray, you still can't do nothing right. You still can't get it right. All right, all you still want is just, to have that big old head you got right there blew up. Man, I don't know who you think you are, but that ain't who you are, boy. All right, listen, man, you ain't no goddamn body. You're a joke. You're a fraud, and it shouldn't have been like that. It shouldn't have been like that.
FDMG Academy into divine blackness. I said we want to baptize the FDMG Academy into divine blackness. That's what we want to do tomorrow. For those of you who wanted to come and won't be able to make it tomorrow, don't worry. We know you're with us.
No, we ain't coming. We ain't making it tomorrow. All right, listen, Cash App on the screen, chump. All right, you send me my shit. All right, if you're such an E5 Tuesday, Nate, be a good Pan-African. You send me back my money, punk. All right, you do it right away, I suggest you. All right, because when I see you, you're going to talk to me. You're going to talk to me, boy. It's going to be a long day.
Spirit. We know you're with us in spirit. We know that you are with us in spirit. Let me say this, brothers and sisters.
I ain't with you in shit. Spirit, physical. Listen, I'm going to get with you. No, I ain't, fellas. No, I ain't. Listen, fellas, y'all know this dude, he triggers me. All right, because he starts talking again. And then I remember, fellas, how this dude got me to send him, you know what I'm saying, that little check. All right, and invest in this little plan he had. And I think in the beginning, he was solid. He really had intentions. All right, I just didn't know he was a goddamn fool. Go idiot. Moron. Goddamn bonehead. All right, you can't tell him shit, though. He one of them, one of them guys who nowhere near as smart as he think he is. That's him. That's him all day long, bro. And you always looking at the dude going, huh? Because he knows some shit. All right, but when he know what the fuck what he doing, bro, he think he does. All right, and he don't. All right, and he won't listen. All right, he a megalomaniac drunk on power. He ain't got.
As I greet you all, and I had a phenomenal meditation. Was that yesterday morning? Last night, the eclipse of the 30th? That would have been yesterday morning. I had a phenomenal meditation. Oh my goodness. I went deeper than I normally go in my meditative state. It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I don't know if y'all received word, but there is something flying around the earths.
I know some meditating you gonna be doing. You don't come up off my 30. All right, yeah, you gonna be meditating right in the floor. All right, yeah. Psych, fellas. I ain't gonna get violent with him. I ain't gonna get violent with him. You know what I'm saying? But what if when I approach him, he act like, he don't know what I'm talking about? I got to show him. Because listen, I don't care what he do. All right, I don't care who else shit he took. All right, I tell you one thing, he think he swindled me, okay? Yeah, you gonna see. I run into him. I ain't looking for him. Dr. Umar Cash App on the screen, man. Listen, so we ain't got all this fun. All right, we ain't got all this motion right here. All right, it don't have to be none of this. All right, but I don't mind. All right, see, listen, all the BS and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't particularly care, but I don't got no kind of goddamn problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'd rather for it to just go. You know what I'm saying? Like you just send me back my shit. You do the right thing, punk. All right, I know it ain't in you. You're a junkie. You ain't got no shame. You're supposed to be doing a walk on shame, man. You ain't got no shame. All right, you just moving it right along. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them people ain't about to take your shit.
Atmosphere. And the scientists don't know what it is. They thought it was an asteroid, but they found out it wasn't an asteroid. And now they're thinking that it was something that was actually sent into the universe from the planet Earth itself. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. They think that it may have actually been a piece of the Earth, okay, shot into the universe from the planet Earth itself. See, in African culture, the earth is a deity. In African culture, the earth is a divine entity. It lives, it breathes, it has consciousness, it thinks, it has a destiny like the rest of us, brothers and sisters. But I don't want to get too deep into that because I'm saving that for the boys of the FDMG Academy. I'm saving that for the girls of the ADAG Academy.
Bro, who the hell you think would send their child to a school ran by you? A straight up psychopath. Idiot. All right, bro. Listen, boy, let me explain something to you, man. No. That's not a good idea. E5 Day. Man, you like to send me that. All right, listen, I've been known to get medieval on something. All right, I wouldn't do that to you, though. I wouldn't. Ain't no way. It ain't that serious, but you're going to give that back. All right, I'm coming to get that if I see you. All right, I'm coming straight at you about that. You already know this. All right, I Instagrammed you. I Facebooked you. I emailed you. You know about my goddamn money. All right, you had plenty of time. All right, time up. All right, you owe me 30. All right, I don't give a damn what I sent you. You owe me 30. You put your penny less and you see how that go for you.
I'm saving that for the boys of the FDMG Academy. I'm saving that for the girls of the ADAG Academy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. For my parents, a lot of your children are on...
Newsflash, man, they taking that shit. They taking that shit. But you can't teach them in the parking lot. You're going to sit them in the middle of the street talking about you got your rights. Boy, you need a good old-fashioned one. All right? I just like to take my time. And
online schooling. A lot of your children are on online schooling. And what I want to say to all my parents who have children on online schooling, please don't let them get evaluated for special education. I was on the phone conducting a psychoeducational consultation with a parent today. They want them to give consent for their child to be evaluated for special education. Under no circumstances should you consent to a special ed eval for a child who's being taught on a computer. Why does Dr. Umar disagree with having children evaluated for special education who are receiving remote instruction? The reason I disagree with children being evaluated who are at home receiving remote instruction through Zoom or Google Classroom is because it's hard enough for a lot of our unmotivated children to pay attention in the regular classroom.
Dr. Umar Johnson, if you would have came to me 8 years ago and gave this display, I would have bought into it. Today, I can barely pay it any mind. I know it's a fight you ain't in. I know you probably didn't even talk to that sister you talking about. I bet you, I wouldn't doubt that you even just made this right here up. All right, that's the way it's at with you. I wouldn't believe shit you say. Nothing. All right, you're just a big talker. You a joke, man. And it didn't have to be that way for you. All right, bro, you a swindler. All right, because that was easier than getting off your ass and getting it moving. All right, I know. Listen, bro, I watched you my whole life. All right, maybe in a different height, may have been a different size, different complexion, same goddamn dude. All right, shit got hard, you gave up. All right, what them Negroes do. All right, you don't know nothing about perseverance. All right, you You don't know nothing about grabbing the bull by the horns. All right. All right. You don't know how to get tough. All right. And when they get tough, you just get tougher. All right. And when they think they got their toughest, you show them you just got started. All right. That's how you compete. That's how you compete. All right. You just a sucker Bill from Bunker Hill. All right. Who people just, you was a slick talker. See, you come on the scene and he a knowledgeable brother, clearly. All right. He made it so that don't mean nothing. You can't believe nothing he say. All right. You can't take none of this shit serious. That's what Dr. Umar did to himself.
It's hard enough for a lot of our unmotivated children to pay attention in the regular classroom. And so now you take them out the classroom. Now they're home on a laptop. If the child could barely pay attention in the class.
See, listen, he want to tell you shit like this. They victims in the school, and you need Dr. Umar to come and help protect them. Because, like most of us, we wouldn't even know where to begin. All right. And his credentials say he qualified to fight for you. All right, he just ain't got no fight in him. Don't no dog living there. He all puppy. All right, that's why a nigga should have stayed his ass in the yard instead of coming out here playing with me. Got my $25 and my feelings. All right, no, you stay your ass in the yard. Puppies don't come out the yard. All right, what the hell, boy? You get your ass ate up. All right, listen, bro, it ain't all fun and games. All right, this a slimy guy, a slimy dude. This the kind of game he would come and run, and it's supposed to be one of the protectors of his people. No, he prey on them. All right, guess who you ain't gonna prey on? You ain't gonna prey on me, punk. All right, you think you swindle me out of something? You keep thinking that. Because when I run into your ass, you're gonna talk to me. He get you in this fight right here that he ain't in with these boys. And then he telling you somebody about to attack these boys at a school that ain't even a goddamn school. And he made this shit up. All right. It's a punk ass schemer here is one of the, cause he a beggar. All right, boy, the penitentiary waiting on you. All right, they waiting on your ass, boy. I'm just waiting on the content. You hurry up, punk. You just hurry up.
You can best believe that their attention span is going to suffer even more at home with all those distractions. People walking around, cell phones, noise, refrigerators opening and closing, people eating, multiple conversations. If the child couldn't pay attention in the classroom, what makes you think it's going to get better at home? It's only going to get worse at home. And now America's public and charter schools are trying to exploit your ignorance. This is why you need to read Black Parent Advocacy.
See, when you got boys, this hit harder. All right, fellas, when you got boys, you know what I'm saying? And you know what they facing. All right, you want to do something about it. All right, that's a fight you're going to be in. All right, you know what they facing. All right, and it's our job to give them the leverage. All right, and the information. All right, that they need to proceed correctly. All right, because I was one of those guys growing up proceeding incorrectly on bad information. All right, it got me a lot of shit I ain't want. You know what I'm saying? And with the information that I learned through my travels, I pass it on. I pass it on to the next generation, not just my boys, fellas, but any of the boys' lives I could touch in any kind of way. You feel me? Like, bro, I ain't claiming to be no scholar. Y'all know I ain't from there. All right, I'm just a regular dude, East Baltimore, born and raised. All right, look, I don't know nothing special. I just know what I know. And what I know is this dude is a first-class joke. All right, listen, he travelation. All right, he effed off the church's money. All right, and the boy just want to skip past that and keep it moving. Well, you skip past everybody else's. Guess what? 30 of it you will not skip past. All right, because that belongs to me and it don't belong to you. And you're going to hand it over when I see you. Trust me, I don't care how it got to go, how it got to be done. You're coming up off it, punk.
Advocate. This is why you need to be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida next Thursday, December 10th to get you a copy of Black Parent Advocate. This is why you need to be in Charlotte, North Carolina the Thursday after that.
I wouldn't be no goddamn way to listen to shit you talking about. What you talking about, boy? You lost your goddamn mind. You want to think I'm going to pay for some cheap jokes? No. No. And some dude to start begging me for shit. No. We already know your play. All right, you're going to run this dumb shit. This fight you not in. All right, this fight, bro, you was well equipped to fight. All right, but the prima donna came out of you. All right, that dude who need all the lights, all the camera, and all the action. All right, bro, you ain't doing shit. You just Ray. All right, and you just Travelicia. And listen, you globally known to be a joke, a goddamn joke.
Thursday, December the 17th, okay, at Chef Cuzzo's Cuisine in Charlotte, North Carolina. We will have our book release at Cuzzo's Cuisine in Charlotte, North Carolina, Thursday, December the 17th to the 8th. And we will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in Lauderhill at the Studio 510, Thursday, December.
If I heard somebody just showed up there and slapped the living shit out you, I wouldn't be upset with them. All right, no, I'm just joking, fellas. I don't want no violence to come to the guy. Nah, I don't. I just. But man, you need to go into rehab. But before you do any of that, Cash App on the screen. All right, don't you disappear with mine. No. Before you make any move like a rehab or any go get you, don't talk that shit to me. Because when I see you, I ain't gonna be trying to hear none of it. So just square that up. Listen, I tell you what, just open up school. Say the school, open up the school. You don't owe me nothing. You know how that go. All right, I gave you my word. Listen, I stand on business. I tell you something you could believe. All right, you can believe it. And one thing you can definitely believe is don't no dude walk past me, owe me something, act like you don't owe me shit. No. That can't go like that. Absolutely not.
10th from 2 to 8 p.m. both days. Come through. No tickets are necessary. You buy your book if you want to buy a book when you get there on site. You buy a book if you want to buy a book when you get there on site. But this is why every Black parent needs to read Black Parent Advocate, The Art of War for Dealing with America's public and charter schools. What the schools are doing right now, they're about to get millions of dollars in free money.
Let me tell you something, man. Most of them ladies who will buy your book don't even read it. All right, they ain't gonna read it. All right, they just bought your book. All right, they don't know what the hell you talking about in there. All right, they know you're a joke. They like it. All right, they like it. That's why you get on here capping. All right, listen, but you're a joke. All right, them old ladies, man, they don't know no better. All right, we ain't holding that against them. All right, but I'm telling you right goddamn now, man. All right, you ain't impressing me. You ain't impressing me at goddamn all. All right, I don't think you cute. I don't care nothing about you. All right, I wish you was never born. All right, man, listen, I could have did without you. Trust me.
From Black parents who don't know the law, the process, the procedure, the protocol.
You should have went on the thigh, man, on the ass cheek. All right, something. All right, just not here. Anywhere but here. All right, man, listen, you're a goddamn idiot. I can't stand you, boy. Not at all. Never will be.
Or the
never will be able to.
Culture.
The hell is this boy up to, man? What the hell is this about?
Evaluate your son or daughter because they're underachieving.
That's your brain on drugs, junkie. That's your brain on drugs, junkie. That's all that is, man.
I want you to respond to that letter and say, yes, they're underachieving, because it is very difficult for a child to pay attention to a boring teacher from a computer screen. It is very difficult for a child to pay attention to a boring teacher from a computer screen. It is very difficult for a child to pay attention to a boring teacher by way of a computer screen. They're going to use your child's inability to pay attention to a boring teacher by way of a computer screen. They're going to use that as an excuse to special educate them. And some of you black parents are silly enough. Some of you black parents are uninformed enough. Some of you black parents don't listen to the videos of Dr. Umar y'all should be listening to. See, I have more videos on YouTube than any living scholar. I'm not talking about the hate videos. I'm talking about the informational videos. I have more videos on YouTube than any living scholar, but most of you don't watch the informational videos. Y'all don't watch the videos on ADHD. Y'all don't watch the videos on a psychological evaluation. Y'all don't watch the videos on Ain't No Daddy at Home disorder, ADHD. Y'all don't watch the videos on emotional disturbance. Y'all don't watch the videos on the IEP. Y'all don't watch the videos on the independent educational program. Y'all don't watch the videos on the stuff.
Hell no, we don't watch that bug. No, we don't watch it. All right, you the reason why. All right, people will watch it if it wasn't for you, the one that made them. All right, don't nobody listen to you. Ain't nobody about to be watching you. Wasted that goddamn time. All right, we can't believe nothing you say, man. You a joke, and it wasn't like that at first. All right, you made it like this. How you think it got this way? Bro, we don't know you. We don't know you. You bring us this shit. All right, this mess you got with you all the time. All right. Another excuse from the unapologetically Prince of Panhandle. You coon day. You sit your ass down somewhere and you do what they say.
You should be watching. Y'all want to pay attention to the gossip. Y'all want to listen to people who don't know me spend hours talking about me. Y'all want to listen to people who don't know me spend hours talking about me. Y'all want to listen to people who don't know me spend hours talking about me. Ignore those videos and get to the information. Ignore those videos and get to the information. You cannot evaluate.
No, we're going to ignore you because you got bad information, punk. All right, we don't know how much of this trickery. All right, we know you looking for any avenue to start begging. All right, you're a panhandler. You're a joke. You're a Ray. You just want to go Donkey Kong after you get junkied all up. All right, that's all. After your tank get full and you loaded. All right, you know you ready to shoot. You know how it go.
Evaluate and classify a child with a learning disability in the United States of America if you know that the primary reason for that academic challenge is due to something other than learning. It cannot be primarily the result of family problems. It cannot primarily be the result of poor previous academic experience. It cannot be primarily the result of boredom, lack of motivation, a boring teacher, or being forced to sit at home.
Listen, clearly it's probably a combination. All right, but listen, you think we would take your assessment to be 100 after we came to truly understand the person who was Dr. Umar Johnson? Man, we don't take you serious. You're a goddamn joke. All right, no, we couldn't validate that with information we got from you, from the likes of you, a scammer. All right, won't you hop your ass back in the bush? All right, get your ass back to the jungle. All right, you buy a one-way ticket, punk, and you don't come back. All right, y'all get him over in the jungle and you make him shut his ass up. All right, you make him shut up. All right, because they keep sending me this punk. All right, man, I don't listen. They know how I feel about you, man, and they keep sending you. They keep sending you. They put you in the email. I don't know what the hell wrong. Listen, fellas, y'all know how I feel about this dude, but they send me a piece of work. You know, I don't complain because the boys That's what they want. All right. So I go ahead and I let them know how I feel about what you're talking about. All right. But they know I don't like you. They know you gets under my goddamn skin and they keep sending you here. All right, boy. But you're gonna talk to me. All right. The more you do this shit, boy, listen, man, you got some talking to do. You got some explaining to do.
And learn through a computer screen on a Zoom program. Do you know how boring it must be for a third, fourth, or fifth grader to have to get an education through a computer? And because your child isn't motivating, now the teachers want you to test them for special ed? Let me.
Bro, you see, he say stuff now, and I got serious question. It's boring. School boring. It's gonna be boring. That don't mean shit. You got to get it done. All right, school boring. Not on any level, school gonna be boring. It ain't built to be exciting, and it's gonna be what you make it. All right, all right. If you appreciate a challenge and you accept them, all right, then listen. You find a way to lock in. You find a way to get it done for the greater good of yourself. And I'm not saying Dr. Umar is wrong about the clinical diagnosis of it, because I wouldn't know. I'm saying I wouldn't take his goddamn word. You can bet that shit. Man, I wouldn't believe nothing your Friday said, nothing. All right, you think I will pay you for your assessment? All right, boy, you dreaming. You dreaming, bro. You a joke, and it ain't had to be this way.
Ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock tomorrow, supporters only. No haters will be allowed. Ski Mask Club in full effect. Garvey Gun Club in full effect. Everybody coming out, full effect. Don't play with us tomorrow. Don't play.
Man, it's going to be 8 people out there. All right. It's going to be 8 people out there. All right, bro. Don't be inviting them people to random old ladies, and they got you to protect them. All right, you can't send sheep to protect old ladies. All right, boy, sit your ass down. So ain't nobody thinking about you. Ain't nobody about to attack you. You're a joke, man. I attack you for what, man? You're a first-class joke. All right, you're a scam artist. That's all in the joke. Scam artist in the jet. That's it, boy. You ain't gonna do nothing but get loaded. Find you one of the queens and go Donkey Kong and them goddamn draws. That's it. That's it.
Play with us tomorrow. Tomorrow and Friday, it might rain Friday, so Friday we may have to cancel it. It's supposed to get 50% chance of rain on Friday. 50% chance of rain on Friday, so tomorrow might be the only day, brothers and sisters. But let me get back. If you need to text me, 215-989-9858.
Don't nobody need to text you. What kind of information is that? 50 chance of it raining, so we might as well hurry up and man, you think people move their shit all around just to come and see you? Huh, bro, and that's how you talk about it. Like they just need to move it up a day and come and see you. Why, punk? Why? So you can talk this shit right here to him and then beg him. All right, not only did you mess up that day, and now you here begging too again. Yeah, that's this guy right here. This Friday.
215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Ladies, it ain't that type of party. Most of y'all don't do work, so I'm not interested. Beautiful black sisters, I love y'all. I love black women, but y'all don't do no work. Stop asking me why I'm not married. I'm not married because y'all don't do work. Okay? Y'all don't do work. Okay? So when I run into a Winnie Mandela, I'll be wifed up the same day. As soon as I run into a Winnie Mandela, I'll be wifed up the same day.
What the hell would Winnie Mandela be doing with Ray Ray? All right, bro, get the hell out of here. You know they ain't the kind of chicks that come and mess with us. All right, bro, get the hell out of here. What you talking about? All right, listen, bro. You a mess. You still Ray Ray. Bro, you too old for that shit. All right, bro. This sad. That's sad, bro. You won't own no responsibility for who you are. Bro, you turned yourself into this mess, this level 5 disaster, this walking joke, this train wreck. Bro, that's you. That is the life that is Umar Johnson. All right, why don't you take your ass back to your hamster cage? Boy, live like a hamster. All right, shit everywhere. All right. If I do, go clean up your room. Go clean up your room, boy. Looking like a junkie.
As soon as I run into a Winnie Mandela, I will be wifed up the same day.
Listen, Donnie lived just like a J. Boy, J. Boy, you keep that shit out your nose. You might make something happen.
But let me get back to the facts here.
Bro, it's no coming back from where you are. You do know that, right? There's no coming back from where you are. You will never be respected again. You're going to forever be known as a joke. All right? And, bro, I'm telling you right now, it ain't had to be this way. All you had to do was get off your ass. All you had to do, you know what I'm saying, was show us that you had the capacity of a grown man. All right, bro, you little boyed it up. You still little boy, and you just can't grow up. You can't get serious, man.
So they want you to get evaluated, put your child in special education. And then once you put your child in special education,
that's the price of being raised by all those women who just took your excuses. You see, he just keeps showing up, making them. All right, because listen, you know, women, that's why you can't let them raise boys, because as long as they cute, and then when they turn into men and they see they good for nothing, they ain't gonna contribute it to everything, except he ain't have no man to show him cute ain't gonna get it done. That shit ain't gonna get it done. He ain't had that. They just accepted his excuses. Now he always think he show up making them. Men don't take excuses. We take progress. And you ain't making none.
Can't go to the school because they're on homebound instruction, remote learning. Special ed is one-on-one support. So if special ed is one-on-one support, how is your child going to get their one-on-one support if they got to get it at home? How is special ed going to benefit your child if they cannot meet with the teacher face-to-face? Let me ask you again. How is special education going to benefit your child if they can't meet with the teacher face-to-face? Let me ask you one more time. They want you to get your child evaluated for special ed, and then once they get evaluated and classified with a learning disability,
boy on drugs, man. Who keep doing this shit? Man, I'm telling you, boy. Man.
there's nothing funny about this. If it's funny to you, you're a coon. You are a coon. Coon is...
Let me explain something to you, Dr. Umar Johnson. Cash App on the screen, man. You running this sucker shit again. All right, listen, bro. The coon is you. All right, that's who that is, man. You ain't about shit. All right, you a tap dancer. All right, you just a panhandler. That's it. The prince of panhandling. All right, you just a beggar. That's it, bro. You just a modern day beggar. The internet, your zone. All right, in that building that they about to take and tell your ass you can't stand right here, been your begging ground. All right, ground zero.
Is an acronym. Coon is an acronym. Caucasian, the consciousness of your Caucasian oppressor operating within the Negro. The consciousness of the oppressor operating within the Negro. That is what a coon is. C-O-O-N. The consciousness of your Caucasian oppressor operating within the Negro. Nothing's funny about this. We talking about saving children. That's what's wrong with y'all. Everything's funny to a coon.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The boy gaslight tactics just in full effect. All right. If you say something to him, right, and he can't defend his position, he want to talk to you like you crazy for saying that to him. When you listen, there ain't nothing wrong with what they asking you, and you just don't like the answer. You just don't like the goddamn answer you got to give. E5 Tunde. And who the hell you think you are that somebody shouldn't be questioning you? They should be questioning your fried ass. All right, bro, you ain't nobody, boy. You convinced yourself, bro. I don't know what planet you live on. You know what I'm saying? We on Earth. All right, we are here trying to get it done. All right, you just keep showing up talking. All right, more begging. All right, boy, you looking broken and broke about a minute.
A coon don't know when to be serious. Everything funny to a coon. All the coon does is laugh and joke. The coon is never serious. Brothers, don't marry you a coon sister. Do me a favor, brothers. Don't marry you a coon sister. I don't care how good she look. If she a coon, please don't wife her. Black women, please don't marry you a coon brother. Black women, please don't marry you a coon brother. I don't care how fine the brother is.
You think they would listen to somebody like you about who they should marry? Huh? Listen, a dude with a track record like yours. Bro, if I ever seen somebody that dropped the ball, it was you. All right, you fumbled that bad. All right, you can't get it back. You can't get it back, bro. All right, you can never get that ball back, bro.
Sister, if he a coon, if he don't know when to be serious and when to have fun, he's a coon. Stay away from him. Brother, if that sister don't know when to be serious and when to be a coon, when to have fun, don't marry that sister. It's okay to have fun. I love the joke. I love to laugh. But we talking about saving black children. Nothing funny about that. Nothing's funny about that. The reason we have to be at the school tomorrow is because a legion of coons wants to destroy me because they can't be me. I got a legion of coons who want to destroy me because...
No, bro, that's your way of tap dancing. I told you the boy a tap dancer. All right, his gaslight tactics like a woman, like a seasoned effiness. All right, listen, they the kind of gaslight tactics he got. If you ask him a question and he don't like the answer to it, he just gonna gaslight. All right, he gonna make it like it was something wrong with you for saying it when it was a valid question. He just don't like the valid answer of it. All right, the valid answer of it don't paint him in the best light, so he ain't about to answer it. He gonna do all of this gaslight. All right, the boy a woman, he act just like a woman. All right, men didn't raise him. Men was nowhere in the picture. That's why he show up with all these excuses and think you should listen to him. All right, because that's women. Long as he cute, they'll take his excuses. Men don't take your goddamn excuses. We don't think you cute. We don't give a damn about you. All right, show us the money and the cash app on the screen. You get mine. You get it, boy.
Because they can't be me. I have a legion of coons who want to destroy me because they can't be me. And for some reason, brothers and sisters, I got a growing cadre of coons. There's a special coon committee for married with children. There's a special coon committee for married with children. In other words, Dr. Umar has a committee of coons who are married. Husband and wife, or some of them, they're husband and wife. Some of them is husband and wife hating, and others is just the husband hating or just the wife hating. I'm trying to understand, if you married with children, why are you worrying about?
So basically, you just told us something wrong with all of them. All right, you just fine. You just say and told us something wrong with all of them. That whole committee, and you just fine. What the hell you, bro? Who the hell you convinced yourself you are, man? You're not him. All right, newsflash. Wake your punk ass up. All right, listen, bro, you dreaming. You dreaming. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Boy, real life going on. It's passing you by.
Dr. Umar Johnson. If you happily married to your wife, why am I the #1 trending topic in your life? Dr. Umar.
Bro, maybe it's because you poison. All right, you poison to the community. You a cancer and they want to cut your ass out. They want to put a stop to guys like you. All right, you ain't going to do shit, bro. You a joke. You just a beggar. All right, you don't have a plan. Your plan is to wing it. That's why you believe you can make commitments on through begging. with support. You ain't doing shit. Nothing backed by nothing. No financial institution in the United States will give you any kind of financial assistance if you tell them you're going to pay them back with donations. All right? That is not a goddamn job. That is not an income, bro. All right, and you can't possibly get me to believe you was going to run a multi-million-dollar system on donations. You was even going to get it properly started that way. Bro, you could have had that school built. Trust me, you could have had that school up and moving. You could have had 2-3 schools by now. If you was really about that shit. You wasn't, is the problem. And you had everybody thinking that it was because you wanted to do it by us. No, you just wanted us to keep giving you shit so you could live this life of travelation and come on here and talk this bullshit and don't never get your ass moving. All right? All right, bro, you a joke. You're a joke and it shouldn't have been this way.
Should not be the #1 trending topic in a married man's life. Dr. Umar should not be the #1 trending topic in a married man's life. Dr. Umar should not be the trending topic in a married woman's life. If you are married, my brother, if you are happily married, my brother, I should not be the most important thing in your life. You should not be waking up waiting to make a Dr. Umar video. You should not be waking up waiting to make a Dr. Umar video.
You ain't gonna tell nobody what the hell they should be doing. Who the hell are you, punk? How you don't tell nobody shit? What you supposed to do? You supposed to just leave you alone and let you run this shit on our queens, huh? No. You ran this shit long enough. You take your punk ass back to the bush. All right, you're a joke, man. It's getting hard for you. You get ready to go to jail, boy. I'm waiting on the content. All right, listen, they don't take black and proud in the penitentiary. They're going to take them big funky ass chicks, boy. Yeah, they coming to see you. Them boys coming to see you.
Video if you are a married man or a married woman. You should not be doing that. Something's seriously wrong if Dr.
They're going to change your name for you, boy.
Umar is the most important thing in your house. You got children, you got a wife. You got a husband, you got children. Dr. Umar, I know I'm sexy. I know I'm fine. I know I'm brilliant. I know I'm intelligent. I know that I'm probably the most articulate and unapologetic scholar you've met since Garvey and Malcolm. I understand that. But as
bro, you ain't none of that shit. You a joke. All right, boy, you ain't shit. You ain't nobody. You ain't nothing. All right, you see fooling yourself. Bro, you a joke. We laughing at you. Man, you need to get your shit together. Man, listen, man. I'm telling you. Boy, go. You got 6 degrees. Take your ass back to school. All right, you go get you another one. Go get you 2 more. All right, listen, bro. Go get your ass somewhere. I don't give a damn where. You just go.
fine as I am.
And don't you come back.
As intelligent as I am, as credentialed as I am, as unapologetic as I am, I should still not be the most.
No, you shut your ass up. You go clean your room, man. You go clean up that goddamn room. Eat by coon day. You get E5 2-Day Nation together, right? And what you do is you stand them on your mama block and you march them into our house and you clean that shit up. You in the E5 2-Day Nation. All right, you do you some good, boy. You do yourself some good.
Most important thing in your life. Okay? If I'm the most important thing in your family, your whole family revolves around making videos about me. Husband and wife, the whole family is about Dr. Umar. That probably means the sister is feeling a little thirsty for pop.
No, bro, that probably mean you a stain in the back of somebody underwear. You know what? You know, you know what kind of stain that is, right? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Man, you a piece of boy. I don't know. You the turd. That would stain. You all of it. Boy, you whole thing. Yep. The whole bowl. You funky ass boy. Boy, man, you need to get somewhere.
And that's all right. That means the wife is probably a little thirsty for Papa. That's all right. I understand. Sometimes if the queen can't get your attention, she can't have you.
She thirsty for a junkie? Boy, you ain't doing shit. All right, boy, that's all in your mind. I don't know who you talking about, but listen, man, you dreaming. You dreaming, man. Listen, them old ladies, yeah, them big old ladies, man, bro, they ain't having a lot of success out here, man. Listen, bro, why don't you sit your ass down somewhere, man? Why don't you tell us something good? Why don't you tell us something we want to hear, punk? All right, man, why don't you ain't never talking about shit. All right, you're always talking about nothing, a whole bunch of goddamn nothing that lead up to you begging.
You want to hate on you. I understand. There's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between love and hate. I understand, sister. You stuck with him. You stuck with him. When you look at him, you wish it was 6'3", 260 North Philly. Listen. If the child is having trouble learning because they have to learn through a computer, what good is special ed going to be if it's also delivered through a computer? This is the question I want you to ask the special ed coordinator. This is the question I want you to ask the school principal. This is the question I want you to ask the special ed teacher. This is the question I want you to ask the school psychologist. If my child is having trouble learning through a computer screen, what good will special ed be if that will also be administered through a computer screen? That is the question you need to ask. That is the question you need to ask.
Listen, I wouldn't buy this. All right, he would have to show me. All right, he would have to go. All right, listen, bro, listen, you telling them to go ask this question, and bro, they don't know if they gonna sound ridiculous. They don't, bro. They can't believe your fried ass. I wouldn't take no information you gave me into nowhere unless it been thoroughly investigated.
That is the question you need to ask. If my child is having trouble learning,
and that's sad, bro, because it wasn't always like that.
Because they're forced to learn through a computer screen, what good is special ed going to be to my child if they also have to learn through a computer screen? That is the question that you need to ask. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/F.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Cash App on the screen, Dr. Umar. Listen, that's what he do. All right, he give you this spill right here, right? This spill about the black boys and this fight that he not in. This fight that this chump not in. All right, and he tell you that they at war in school. All right, and the system is against him. And y'all need Dr. Umar to come and help. All right, because he a knowledgeable guy. This is his field of expertise, and he gonna come and represent. All right, for the African Americans who didn't obtain the knowledge that he did, and the know-how and the wit to fight the system, to fight the power. All right, he just ain't about to get off his ass and get moving. He ain't about to spend none of them donations on the fight. All right, he ain't about to do what he said he was going to do with your money. All right, he about to go party with it. All right, and that's what he blew all of that money on. All right, he been partying. That's it. The boy lived like a hamster. He don't have shit. All he got is a bunch of freaky tales. Trust me.
DMG Academy. Cash.me/$FDMG school. Cash.me/$FDMG school.
King Con artist. All right. The Prince of Panhandling. That's what this dude is. King Con artist. The Prince of Panhandling. Trust me.
If you need consultation for your child, I charge $75 an hour. If you need me to go over their paperwork, if you need me to review the psychological evaluation, if you need...
Shit, if y'all gonna pay him to do that, Cash App on the screen. All right, listen, send it to me. All right, I'm gonna get to it too then. Shit, he said, I tell you what, send me 50. Yeah, send me 50. If you're gonna just send him 75, send me 50. Send me 50 of it, man. All right, just don't even, if you're gonna send it to him, all right, because he a joke and he ain't gonna do shit. All right, he just took your $75. That's it. All right, he might answer the phone for you twice. And then he gonna want another 75.
need me to look at the IEP, if you need to come up with a strategy, a game plan, if you're having a problem with the child. If you're having a problem with the child, and you need to talk to me, you know the number, 215.
Boy, you need to go your begging ass somewhere. All right, you put up the number. You call that punk and you tell him to send me my goddamn money. All right, you tell him I ain't joking with his ass.
5989958. I just want to let y'all know tomorrow that we're going to protest the protesters. FDMG 10 to 5. Come through, take a...
You're going to get there. Ain't going to be no goddamn protesters there. It's going to be Dr. Umar. All right, with a couple of the queens who got little cameras, and he about to start talking to y'all and begging. All right, then he gonna put it on the TV and beg some more. All right, he gonna put it on the internet and beg some more. All right, bro, this dude is the panhandler, King Kong consciousness, the Prince of Panhandling. You get your punk ass on, all right, and you don't bring your punk ass back. All right, listen, man, you find you something to do. Eat by Tunde, you find you something to do, man.